fortune favors the prepared. And you have to have good photographs of your work. You have to have your work out there for people to see it. You have to be ready to jump when an opportunity comes along. And you have to be the one who's more prepared than the next guy who's got great work but can't get his stuff together. And you can. And that's the dogfight we're all in, you know, I mean, that's how it goes. So and I'm saying this not because I'm talking to you, but Faso has been incredible for me because it's a website that right this very second, I could get on there and change everything if I wanted to. And I'm not a computer person. I hate the computer and I don't know anything about it, but it's simple enough that I can do that. And the email newsletter has just been a huge thing for me. That's been the way that I connect directly to people who have taken the time to say, yes, I like your work. Here, send me something. And that way I don't feel like I'm pestering somebody who's not interested. They've already by default, by signing up, told me they're interested. So if I send them something, I feel like you asked for it, here it is, you know. And I think keeping in touch with email newsletters is really important, and making sure that your website is up to date with prices on it, because there's nothing more frustrating than liking a painting and not knowing how much it costs and having to play this silly game of, oh, will you tell me, or do I have to ask? Or, you know, I just ran into that this morning. I saw a painting I really liked, and I went to the artist website. They didn't have prices. I went to their gallery. Their gallery didn't have prices, and I'm like, done. I'll find another one I like. It's not worth the phone call because I don't also want to get the answer that it's, you know, $43,000 and I can't afford it. You know, I don't want to take them down that road and then have to worry that the gallery is going to keep contacting me afterwards. So I think it's really important to have your prices on your website, have things up to date, and to stay in touch with your interested collectors as much as possible.
100%. Yes. You're, I think, the 1,000th person I've heard who says newsletters are it.
Yeah, it's really true. You know, and it gets kind of weird because I'm not the kind of person who, you know, a cold call would kill me. You know, I just can't do that kind of thing. And when I send out a newsletter, I'm always thinking, gosh, I hope what I'm putting in here has value. I mean, meaning it has value to the person who reads it, who's never going to buy anything, that they still go, oh, wow, it's a newsletter from Kathleen. Let's see what she has to say. And they get something out of that, regardless of whether they ever buy anything from me. So I try really hard to, you know, show them a picture of where I've been painting, or talk about some of the process, or maybe link to a blog post that I've done, or something of value, so that it's not just the 57th email you've gotten today from somebody trying to sell something. You know, I mean, to me, the great thing in art, as I said, with relations with other artists, but I also love the relationship with collectors. I mean, to me, it's just fascinating to talk to people. Why did you like my work? You know, what did you see here? Or to share that, or to share the excitement. You know, when somebody really loves a painting, you can go, oh my gosh, let me tell you all about where I stood when I painted that. And, you know, it was so windy that day and the birds flew by and whatever. And they get all excited about it. And it becomes this really great relationship. So the relationship with collectors is really important. And I value that. And I never want to abuse that by just firing off 100 email newsletters that say today's special painting that you can spend money on, you know?
Yeah. So to make it more about what you love rather than here, buy this. Yeah.
More like, you know, think about like you're sending it to a friend, you know, and if you were going to send your friend an email, you're not going to say, hey, buy this. You're going to say, hey, can you believe how exciting it was outside yesterday? Or did you see that sunset last night? Or, you know, have you ever seen a whole raft of pelicans fly by when you're at the beach? Well, I did the other day, and this is what I painted. You know, something you have to, it's the golden rule, right? Do unto others. I hate getting these emails from things that are just, you know, I can't tell you how many I just instantly unsubscribe from, because I can't stand to get these bombardments all the time. But when it's something where I feel like there's some kind of value to it, I'll keep that business or that person in mind when I need to buy something later on. And it might not be right away. It might be 5 years down the road. I've had people buy something 15 years down the road who finally have the money or got the bonus or got the retirement or the wall space, and now they finally buy something. And I'm willing to wait that long, and I'm willing to keep giving them stuff that they want and stuff that they find of value until then.